One of the common things you'll hear said of young people is that they are disrespectful. We're told by the popular media on a daily basis that the next generation coming through have no respect for anyone or anything. This is what you'll hear said. And yet, can I suggest to you, by and large, that is not true. What we're seeing, however, is that the next generation of young people coming through are approaching respect in a very different way, based on very different assumptions to that of previous generations. Because historically, the foundational assumption around respect was codified in that message that all young people were told, that message of respect your elders. This idea that respect is bestowed. It is given to someone based on their age, or their title, or their years of experience, or perhaps the institution that they represent. And so for older generations, they would show respect for someone based on their title, their role. You know, for instance, older generations when they were younger, if you were walking down the main street and the local parish priest was walking the other direction, even if you weren't Catholic, there was a degree of deference or respect that was shown to him because of the role that he was in, because of the title that he held. And yet what we're seeing is younger generations coming through don't show respect based on the same thing. They don't show respect based on role, title, the institution you're from, or your age, your years of experience. And because of this, we tend to draw that conclusion that they don't show respect. And yet the reality is, far from being something that is unimportant to the younger generation today, respect is a core value. Any of you who've got children who are aged in their late 20s will remember a phrase that your kids used a number of years ago. That phrase was, "Don't diss me," which basically means don't disrespect me. See, respect for Generation Y and Generation Z, this next group coming through, it is a core value, but the pathway there is different. See, this younger generation coming through will show respect if it's earned. That's the key. Respect for the next generation isn't bestowed, it must be earned. And there are two ways you will earn respect with this next group of young people coming through. Number one, you earn respect with this group if it's reciprocal, if it goes both ways. It's got to be a two-way street. The challenge there, of course, is we often communicate respect in very different ways. I was doing some work with some school educators a number of years ago, and it's interesting, you talk to the teachers and they all say the students don't respect us. You talk to the students and they say exactly the same thing. The teachers don't respect us. What I found is that particularly in a school setting, students and teachers are missing each other in translation. It's almost like we're speaking a different language. In fact, one of the articles on our website is called "The 7 Languages of Respect," how we communicate respect in such different ways and how we often cause offence without intending it. So firstly, respect has got to be a two-way street. It's got to be reciprocal and communicated in a way that makes sense to the other party. But the second way you will earn respect with this next generation of employees or students or kids is they'll respect you if it's based in relationship. See, relationship for this group is critical. It's almost like they've typified that old phrase, I don't care how much you know until I know how much you care. And so the relationship piece with this group is absolutely key. And let's be clear, this can be confronting for many older generations. You know, I'll speak to employers or educators who will say, how dare the young people that I'm interacting with expect me to earn their respect? I've been teaching or in the workforce for longer than they've been breathing. And often what you see is, again, in a school setting, I see teachers who go into the classroom every day with an unconscious agenda. And that agenda is, I'm going to get their respect today. I'm going to make them hate me so much. They've got no option but to respect me. And these teachers yell louder, they give more detentions, they remove more privileges, and do they get more respect or less? It's less, consistently. And the challenge is, when you're working with younger people, how do you break this cycle? How do you build respect that goes both ways and that is based in relationship? Because respect for this group, it is a core value. It is so critical. If you can get respect, if you can build a solid notion of respect with this younger generation, I tell you, your battle is half won.